Oh, sorry. Sorry, Griffin.
Jesus, Sandy, it's you.
Of course it's me.
Listen, I can't ask you to join me. I told you I'm meeting somebody.
Yeah, you're meeting me. We got some big business.
You?
Hey folks, it's the Blind Guy here with another episode of Should You Watch? And on this episode we are taking a look at 1992's The Player, directed by Robert Altman and starring Tim Robbins. This movie is about a declining Hollywood executive who starts receiving threatening anonymous postcards from somebody who submitted a plot to him that he declined, and he's trying to figure out who that is. And once he thinks he has it figured out, an accidental death occurs, and then he starts becoming worried about being prosecuted for that. It's got an interesting plot, and in true Robert Altman fashion, it sets itself up super well and then doesn't quite deliver. And what I mean by that is it just doesn't really know how to resolve itself. It's got a super great build-up. It's got great acting, great dialogue. It keeps your attention the entire movie. And then it just kind of pitters out at the end. The movie, I believe, is worth watching, though. I think it is a good movie, even if the end isn't great. But if you like these kind of neo-noir style Hollywood politics, crime, mystery type movies, it's worth watching for sure. One other scene in it that I found to be a bit off-putting is there is a sex scene in it that's really just the two people's faces super close. And so if you don't really like the idea of watching Tim Robbins slobbery kisses for 3 minutes but seems like an hour, then that scene might put you off a bit like it did me. But it's there. I'm going to start throwing some trivia into these reviews as well, just for fun. And so the trivia for this movie is that the person in the movie who's pitching the sequel to The Graduate is the actual writer of the original screenplay for The Graduate. The movie also starts with what appears to be an 8-minute continuous shot. I think it does have one cut in the middle of it, but it's well done. It's actually one of the best I've seen of all the movies that do this. I'm going to be doing a review of 1917 actually coming up, by the way, and what I thought of that, fake continuous shot. But what's pretty neat about this shot is it does have a couple executives walking by who are talking about movies that have long continuous shots. So something that's interesting and a bit of a wink at the audience for that. The movie also has something else that's interesting that I could not find why it's in here, but Tim Robbins directed Dead Man Walking in 1995. This movie came out in 1992, and Susan Sarandon is in this movie playing someone watching a capital punishment. She's in it very briefly as a cameo, but then she's also in Dead Man Walking as the main actress in that movie. So I don't know if they knew that she was going to be in that movie 3 years later, or if that's just a weird coincidence, but I did find it very interesting. If you happen to know, let me know in the comments below. So this movie scores a 7.5 on IMDb. I think that's a little high. I'd put it around 7.1, 7.2. Definitely worth watching, not worth owning in my opinion. If you have it, I'm sorry, that's okay. Different opinions, but check it out. I do think it is worth seeing. That's The Player from 1991, and I'll see you on the next episode of Should You Watch. Laters on the Menjay.
Laters on the Menjay.